Alright.
Alright, so roll off. Is it recording?
Yeah. Possibly.
We'll roll off Realm of Battle first.
I'll use my nice bright dice that you like so much. Alright, over under is I die on turn 2.
Mm-hmm.
5.
3.
So I get to choose the Realm of Battle.
You do. You choose the Realm of Fire.
No, I played that yesterday. Play something different.
Make sure the brand is facing the camera. Asahi.
Yeah. Today's sponsors are Asahi Brewing Limited.
Yep, today's
No,
cast
just-
brought to you by
Let's
Asahi.
just do Olga. You wanted it. Well, can't see anything up particularly well, so.
Yeah.
Realm is Olgu, the Realm of Shadow.
From memory, there wasn't as much killy stuff in it, so I was like, okay, give that a shot.
So we're just going to play with. Are you happy with these? So it's one big, 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 small, small, small. That's my endless spell. Just for terrain.
Yeah. I brought my null holes.
So the players then roll off with the winner deciding who will be player A and player B. Player A sets up all. Oh, we're gonna roll for we're gonna roll for the objectives and stuff first.
Not too bad, they're getting there, eh?
They're getting there. We're almost done.
Yeah, I
good.
don't think there's much needs in the portal,
We
really.
need to null
Just have to do all the stone.
oil and stone and stuff.
Yeah.
Alright, can you roll D6? Lows will be battle table 2, high will be battle table 3.
I'll just use your big yellow dice as 1.
Battle table 2, roll D6.
3.
We are playing Battle for the Pass, page 78.
Battle for the pass. At least it's not whatever that thing we played with.
Places of Arcane Power?
Yeah. More like lame power.
Alright, objectives. Set up 4 objectives.
It's 18 inches. That's Eltharion can wipe me zone. It's pretty big. Oh.
Alright, so 4 objectives. 1 objective halfway between the center of each battlefield and the edge on the map. So it's like 2 in the middle, 1 on each side.
Alright.
Let's get all this stuff off and then we'll measure it up. Do you have an objective marker for your side of the battlefield?
No, I don't have any objective markers with me.
I'm going to use this as my objective marker on my side. Since I've just made it.
Yep, that's a good idea. Plus, it's something for me to aim for, right?
And then we can put these on each of the sides.
Yeah.
And what do you want on your side?
Mine will be.
Or we can just use little.
Yeah, perfect. Very Skaven-y, just a random piece of ground.
Alright, so it's meant to be 18 inches in, it's 1/3 of the map with 24 between. Do we want to do 12 inches, 24, so we've got the same separation, 12 inches?
Yeah, make sure it's the same separation from.
Because the separation's what's
Mid.
important.
Yeah, agreed.
And then we've got, so it's 12 inches in, and then that's just over 4 feet. What's 4 feet, like 18 inches?
4 feet, it's like
Divided by
40,
three.
48 inches.
Yeah, but divided by 3.
That's impossible math. Nobody can do that. Mark. 48 divided by 3, go.
Hang on a sec.
Using the phone calculator.
48 divided by 3. 16.
16, there you go.
I'm helping.
What do we got? So that's. That,
Do you want to use
this
this?
actually
That's
is 4
just
feet.
6 inches.
No, I'm just marking 2 feet.
Oh, you're marking the feet.
So one objective goes 12 in.
Yep.
Marking 2 feet. It's on that side of it. Inches about there. If we swap sides, we can just change whichever way.
Yeah.
Or it doesn't really matter. We'll just have me try and take mine back.
Yeah.
As opposed to,
Okay.
and then 12 inches in the centre. So we go 2 feet. Now I think we've got an extra inch. So 2 feet in the centre. That's about there. Move 12 inches in from these. Column 1, column 2. Interested in making sure it's in the middle yet. Alright, we've got our 4 objectives.
Yo.
It's better light.
It does. I've been saying that all along.
Players then roll off with the winner deciding who will be player A and player B. Player A sets up all the terrain features in the battlefield. Terrain features must be set up more than 3 inches from the edge of the battlefield, more than 3 inches from objectives, and more than 6 inches from other terrain features. Sometimes this will make it impossible for a terrain feature to be set up. In this case, it's
I
not
told
used.
you it was fiddly.
After player A has set up all terrain features in the battlefield, they must generate scenery rule for each one, if any. After the scenery rules have been generated, player B decides which territory each player will use. The players can be set up with down use as described in the battle plan. Faction training. In a pitched battle, faction play. These terrain features are set up in addition. These are set up in addition to the terrain features that have been set up as previously described. In a pitched battle, faction terrain must be set up more than 3 inches from any other terrain features, and more than 1 inch from objectives. I assume you just get to place them after all the other terrain
Yeah,
you put
over
down.
my no-holes. My boys are digging them. My brave rats. The clan rats that aren't pictured and featured in this battle.
Alright, so we're going to roll off for terrain setup.
Yep.
5.
I got a 6. 3.
I will be player A and set up the terrain.
Good choice. I'll get these no-holes out of your way so they don't distract you.
So I need to be at least...
No-hole commissions available for a reasonable price. The price is a full unit of already painted Scryer Acolytes. Thank you.
Alright, so more than 3 inches from the edge, more than 3 inches from objectives, and more than 6 inches from other terrain.
Alright, the old 336. First giant upturned chalice goes here.
Three inches from that. Second round upturn chalice.
The key here, keen viewer, is that Al's trying to make sure no no-holes can be set up near an objective. To do this, he's trying to ensure the terrain blocks as much as possible. Beautiful.
Can I put that on right on your acolytes?
I mean, they were just standing there,
Yeah.
having smoke
There's
break,
a cliff there.
which is not to be recommended with poisonous gas, by the way. It's also flammable.
6 inches. 6 inches. 6 inches. I can actually get closer to that. Wally wall. and they're more than 6 inches apart.
Yes.
This is one terrain feature.
Yeah, I figured.
It's just like
it's
a
like a little
house
pair.
type thing.
Yeah. Massive bricks they built their house with.
It was a really, really, really fortified dunny.
Hell of an outhouse.
Alright, so that's...
Then what was this thing then?
That was a really shitty well.
After the dunny fell down, it
Yeah.
became shitty. Alright, I'll take.
Maybe that's how it works. Maybe it's an ogre dunny.
Alright, so the cannon's
There you
not
go.
actually
Ogre
attached
dunny.
to the work in progress base yet. That's a cork board. I'm trying to make it look like Earth.
Look, these unattached.
And this is a lollipop stick.
Oh, I've got to generate terrain features now.
Yes, you do.
Now, the thing you read said pick, but this one just says generate. Does it specify pick, or do we just want to roll for them? I think it's just above the table.
You must generate a scenery roll for unique terrain features, if any. I don't know.
Let's just roll for it.
How do you generate them? By saying blah 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 blah.
Yeah, so I'll roll 2 dice.
Okay.
The purple dice is which table. The yellow dice is which number on the table.
Oh, so there can be a different thing from different tables.
So there's 12 tables there on the bottom right of the page.
12 tables.
12 things on the table.
Alright, go.
So 1 to 3 on purple is table A, 4 to 6 is B, and then the yellow dice is which one on each table.
Gee whiz.
so-
I'm not going to remember all of these rules.
Easy. Eltharion 1.
Yeah.
First table, number 5.
That is mystical terrain. Roll a dice each time you allocate a wound or mortal wound to a model within an inch of any mystical terrain. On a 6+ ward save.
Alright, next one. That one on that side.
Yep.
Table
Table
A1.
A, number 1. Damned! Start your hero phase, you can pick one friendly unit within an inch. You can sacrifice them, they suffer more wounds. You can reroll hit rolls of 1. Yeah, fuck that.
Next Elf Tower.
Yep. Table 2.
4.
That's commanding.
Ooh, that's a good place for commanding as well.
Additional command point in your start your hero phase if your general and no enemy general is within an inch.
Yeah.
That's not bad. It's a good
And the
one
last
to
one
run.
over there. Table 1, 2.
Arcane.
That's
You know the one the wizards like. Half your army is wizards.
unfortunately
More than
that's the one I didn't put anywhere near an objective.
yeah, but sure. You cast spells from a distance.
Alright, the realm of battle is Olgu, which
And
means
then
every
this one's healing, that one's healing, that one's healing.
they're little friendly, I get that. Everything's also Olgu, so Olgu it's one of the book I think it's the last bookmark.
Yep. So all the terrain features are also overgrown.
What's Evergreen doing?
Models are models are not visible to each other if an imaginary straight line a mil wide drawn between the closest points of the two models crosses over more than an inch of any overgrown terrain features.
Which is fine, most of them are too high to look over at see over anyway.
Yeah. But it means like stuff like that edge here.
That edge counts.
Ugh. Alrighty.
So you get to pick which side you want to set up on.
I do I?
You do.
What's this?
Mystical gives you a 6 up after save.
What's this?
That gives you, if you're the only general near
Command
it, you
point.
get command point.
This is
Arcane plus 1 to
Arcane.
casting rolls. And that's deadly. You can take damage to do
To
extra
do stuff,
things,
yeah.
but
So
neither
you're
of us are
gonna-
going to use that ever.
So what was that again?
Mystical gives you a 6 up after save for any models within an inch.
Let's start this side.
That side?
Yeah.
Cool. You have to set up wholly within, what do we say, 16 inches of your side,
Okay.
the middle bookmark. It says 24, but we've shortened it down, so it's
Yeah.
the battlefield's in thirds. So no.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll do 16 inches.
No. If we want 16, that'll only give us 16 inches between our two armies to start, which is in range for 18-inch spells. Do we still want to maintain 24?
Yeah, maybe we'll maintain the 24.
Which means you've got to set up behind the
line of scrimmage.
yeah.
That
was a
fell
2.
off.
Just chuck it in step. No one's only going in step.
Well, now I absolutely want to go in the step.
All right. I would love for you to take a model over there, like an arm, one of your units of 5, and try and take down that step.
So that's 24 inches between those.
Yeah. That's
So
what
just immediately behind that line. Easy. Alright. Now what? So let me just read this. 4 objectives, blah blah blah. The alternate setting up units one at a time. Continue set up until they're set up. If one player finishes first, opposing player sets up. Blah blah blah. 5 battle rounds. Remember, we're only making it to round 2 at most. Player with most victory points. How do you get victory points?
read
If the
the
player
victory point
controls the objective in their own territory, 1 victory point. For each objective not in their player's territory, that'll be these 2 here. 2 victory points. If they control the objective in their opponent's territory, 4 victory points.
Can you give me a read of that while you do your Gnorghols?
I'll do holes. Remind me of the faction terrain rules.
More than 3 inches from objectives and more than 6 inches from other terrain.
More than 3 inches from the objectives.
More than 3 inches from other terrain features, and 1 inch from objectives.
Yeah, that's much better. Much better.
And what are you placing, Shane?
Finky bastard. A Gnaw.
So
It
Shen can
is-
teleport his units through them if he has a general nearby. And also it gives him +1 to his cast. Is it casting and dispelling?
It behaves as mystical terrain for me, basically.
Arcane or mystical?
Ugh. Phone will tell me the answer. Arcane. Casting and unbinding. Yeah. And it counts as deadly for you.
Yeah, so if I run at it and roll a dice and get a 1, I take wounds.
Gaseous.
Bloody Skaven.
That's the Zerg unburrowing. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Are we playing auxiliary objectives?
Explain yourself.
I feel like we should have read this one before. So that there's now a thing where match play auxiliary objectives. In a match play game, after setup is complete, before the players determine who has the first turn, each player must pick 2 auxiliary objectives and to apply to their army for battle. Once both players have picked their auxiliary objectives, they must reveal them to each other simultaneously. In a match play game, if you complete an auxiliary objective, if you complete more auxiliary objectives than your opponent, you count the result of a draw as a minor victory instead.
Yeah, we're not going to draw though.
And
You're going to win by turn 2.
And there's lots of objectives you can choose from. Oh, it's only 1 page.
It's all playing out in my head exactly what's going to happen. It's very demoralizing.
This is how you win the battle before it starts. Demoralize your opponent.
Exactly.
What are the rules for holding objectives?
Don't want to sound defeatist, but he can't be beaten. It's like that advert. What was that one? We can't be beaten. Alf wrote that ad, basically. So who set up first?
You want to check the rules for that?
Sure. Right, and pitch battle, blah blah blah, scenery, command, abilities, triumphs. No triumphs.
No triumphs.
Battle plan. Coalition matrix. Well, I went too far. Pitched battles. Army roster, pitch battles, command points, allegiance, expo. Army. Set up your armies as described in the battle plan you're using, starting with player A. That's you, I believe.
Am I?
Yeah, weren't you player A because you got to set up all the terrain features on the battlefield
Sure.
and generate a scenario? So player B basically jacks it for the start of the game, sits around while player A does all the work.
Cool.
Right, so you deploy first.
Okay, we'll go over your objective rules quickly.
Nasty elf man.
If a battle has any objectives, the battle zone will say where they're located. Alright, at the end of each player's turn, you must check to see if either player has gained control of any objectives. To do so, your opponent must count the number of models you have within 6 inches of the center of each objective. You gain control of an objective when your count is higher than your opponent's count. Once you gain control of an objective, it remains yours until the enemies gain control of it. So you can take an objective and then leave it, and it's still yours until someone takes it back. You don't have to have people on it. You just got to have people on it at the end of the turn.
Okay.
It's like, you know, a computer game. You go to it, you run up the little flag, you can leave, but it's really easy for the opponent to come and take off you again.
Okay.
I will place first then.
Perfect. A wise choice.
We have 24 inches between us. I'm going to put my light of Eltharion right here.
That's closer than 24 inches. No, I'm kidding. You're fine. His cloak is blowing in the breeze generated by the novel.
Yep.
So, like how I play chess, I just copy the opponent's move. Put him right here. Warfire gauntlet pointed in your general direction. Do note the loose staff that may need to be ripped off and re-glued with better glue than Gorilla Glue. See, I knew he'd do that. They're pointedly set up in googly google formation. The narrowing thingy. What's your house, etc., or do we just go over that at the start of our...
We can do that at the start if you want.
Oh, I have to put my stuff in the more scroll reminder.
So they are a shining formation, shining company.
They look like a...
Shining company means that they cannot run or charge, but they have a -1 to hit for anything you roll to hit with.
Just look like a primed company at best.
They are prime.
What's going on here?
I don't know, what'd you do?
I don't know. I was trying to open up Warp Scroll Builder, but there's nothing on screen. Killed it.
Oh, all the action is going off webcam, Shem. Jeez.
Yeah, I know, what are you doing? You just got to remember what you can do, Shen.
I can't remember. I can't remember.
This is
anything.
not what you want. You don't want War Scroll Builder, you want...
I want AOS reminders. Why didn't you remind me of that? See, I need reminders for reminders. Your keyboard's so
This
loud.
is going to be an easy win, isn't it? Yeah.
I told him already it was an easy win. Jeez. Realm feature. It's... What was it? Ogu? Uh,
10 inches. There's not. There's lots of variety, yeah.
I forget what that is. I'll take that. Sure, why not?
Oh, I forgot this terrain feature. Oh well, we're not playing with this.
Well, that is it.
Made it myself. Can you tell?
No.
It's a bit rubbish.
It's fine to me. It's just like mouldy rocks, mossy rocks.
Why not?
Oddly cut and stacked.
Yeah, that's why it's just...
Alright, so you're... Excuse me, sir.
If I had milliput at the time, I could have gone and made it actually less, like, leveled. Be like, smooth out the levels and stuff. But yeah, having milliput at the time, so we do it.
Fun.
These guys are in a vermin formation, which means they are rats. That's about it.
Ooh, they're quite weighty, aren't they?
Rather weighty, this. Horse company.
Cool.
Most notably not a shining company.
So you get -1 to save because he's got no head.
No,
As for those
he
guys-
actually gets -1 to hit because he's got no head, because it's just harder to hit.
So it's harder for him to hit because he can't aim.
Yeah.
Also, he's got no arms.
Yeah.
We'll wave it away. We won't play WYSIWYG yet.
What? Why does
Although,
he have that?
you know, that's
I
a
finished painting him.
that's a future thing
It's much easier.
Matt
to
can
paint
try
them
and
if you
use
don't have-
against you.
Wait, there's no rider on those horses.
The two backs don't have riders on them yet.
Honestly, looking at their war scrolls, the horses could do fine on their own. Really could. They could beat my acolytes.
What the hell?
Alright, I'm finished.
Just walk in and deck me like that horse from Tangled. You're finished
I'm
already?
finished. I've got all 3 of my units on the field.
Look at Mr. 3 drop here.
Oh. How's he gonna position this? Everybody's super keen to be the minimum distance across from one another.
That's not glued on.
Did you know that's not glued on?
Crazy, huh?
Alright.
But it does have a little hatch in the top so they can get it onto the roof.
That.
Mystical. Now I believe you're going first.
Is that how it goes? We don't roll to see who goes first?
Do you roll? I don't know. I can't find any rule on the actual whether you roll for it now or whether just whoever finishes setting up first decides.
Okay. Alright.
Still working just fine.
Oh, how am I going to win? My win condition is Al has a brain aneurysm. Pretty much.
Dud rolls. Does that affect him so much? We can't be beaten. Bloody lucky I took bloody full face this weekend. It's gonna be so cold tomorrow. I'm probably gonna need to wear a freaking scarf.
Is that the chair or your tummy?
You know how kids make noises and then they keep making it and then you look at them, they stop. Make it again, you're like, oh you little rascal.
What's your over-under then? I'm saying in turn 2, you think I'll last longer or less?
Can you?
I don't know what a turn means still, so...
Her means we both had a goal.
Can you look through your rules and see if
surely
we can
can't
find the
we?
actual proper ruling and wording for it?
My rules for... I just have Google.
so happy I bought a thermal layer. Oh my gosh.
Be in core rules.
That's what I'm looking in.
What does the battle plan say?
It doesn't say. It doesn't say anything.
There we go, Sham. Body armor.
Oh, that's not too bad. Let's make sure you land on your shoulder and elbow when you inevitably crash.
Oh yeah, it does.
Not bring
In the
the
core
spine.
rules, at the start of each battle round, the players must roll off. The winner decides who takes the first turn. If the roll off is a tie, then the player who went first in the last battle round can choose who goes first in the next one. But if it's the first round of battle, the player who finished setting up their army first chooses who has the first turn.
Getting right into this.
Get that?
Of course you did.
You got it, and that's the important thing, I believe.
So you're going first.
Sweet.
Uh-huh. Oh yes. Type of clothes.
All right. First things first.
Getting combat evolved for the big game.
What does it say on reminders? I had a roll for
Start setup
Sparks.
during game.
start of setup. I have to roll for sparks, I believe.
Start of round, you mean?
No, like before setup for the scryer.
Start of setup. Warpstone Sparks.
Yeah.
Your army includes any clan scry heroes at the start of battle. You
And it
can
does.
set up, roll a d3 and add 3 to the roll. The result is the number of Warpstone Sparks you can receive during the battle.
All right. Six. So
sparks.
3. 6 sparks total. Do you have anything sparky, or will I just? Your yellow dice look like sparks. I can use them. You can use something else. I'll just use my white die. Alright.
I was gonna say I've got ether quartz things, but I can get more of them out if you want to use them.
Nah, I'm not eating your disgusting ether quartz. Oh, it looks pretty good.
That's the reminder that each of my units has an ether quartz.
What is an ether quart?
I can chug it at some point in the game.
Yeah. And then I'll give you back some mana or something like that.
Yeah. No, I can use an ability.
Oh. Dirty elves, huh? Always taking things.
Alright. Opening round. Here's my Warpstone Sparks. I'll eat one straight away to give him rerolls to
Casting and
casting and unbinding and such.
Until your next hero phase, or just for the next spell, or
Till the end of
this
next hero
phase?
phase, I believe. It'll be on the reminders. Gonna try and cast Vermintide. Here we go. Casting value of 7.
You have a +1.
+1 for that.
+1 for the spell.
Container.
Do I get +1 from the spark?
Isn't that what you just said? You get +1 to casting
I
on.
thought it was I can re-roll
I've no idea where they are.
in hero phase. Just look to the phase that we're in.
During
During
hero
hero
phase, Warpstone Spark. You can re-roll casting, dispelling, and unbinding.
Alright, casting value of 7, Vermintide. I roll a 7 plus
+1 is 8. Goes off.
1 is 8. Goes off.
So you can place it wholly within 13 inches of the caster,
Yes.
and then you can.
Then I can move it up to 7 inches.
Vermintide time, eh?
Faction specific ones are so nasty.
So what's the story? You trying to
can-
unbind it or what?
I don't think I'm within 30 inches, am I? Oh no, I would be, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, from
By
the start of the
definition, you
game,
would be.
Do it. Jeez.
Yeah.
He's getting stuff before he's even allowed to be.
Al's army can do anything he wants.
Oh, yes.
Watch him unbind
No.
this.
6.
We'll live to Vermintide
Alright.
another day.
Yours doesn't count though, of course, because you didn't roll it in the roll box.
I did.
You rolled it over there.
It's on camera. I picked it up over there. Please note, camera, that I am lying in order to gain whatever advantage I can.
It's probably within 13. You pale rats.
Yep. Yet to be painted. Ah. Let's go over there somewhat. Then you move 7. So it's front to front. Nash. Yeah. Alright, what else can you do, Archie? It's my temporary name for Arch Warlock. You gotta watch out for these weights here, by the way.
Mark will pick him up and move him, he's big and strong.
Nice sitting down, though.
It's hard work standing up.
13 inches.
Just push one of the tables
18 inches.
So is this one of those fast-paced games?
Depends.
Adorable.
Depends, it took us an hour and a half to set up. Well,
Did it
an hour to
really?
set up.
Wow.
I don't know if that's normal or not.
No, once you know what you're doing,
Okay.
it's a lot faster.
I think that's fine.
So
For-
this is sort of new
spells.
armies or something.
I've got nothing else in range.
Normally you don't have to go on the computer every 10 seconds and check things as well.
Well, you have your book to check things constantly.
She's already booked in.
That's when you obey your rules, Mr. Flesh Eater Courts.
So that Vermintide over there, is that a threat? What is that?
So if he gets within 3 inches of one of my units, he rolls 13 dice, and then for every 6, they take a wound. So it can be quite bad.
Okay.
Alright,
You've got a chance to move before it gets within 3.
end of hero phase, I believe. Do I have to do the sparks now?
Yes, roll a dice. On a 1, you take D3 mortal wounds. It's a 4.
It's a 4. I am okay. Spark consumed. Next, movement phase. So, Squire Acolytes have a move of 6 inches.
Do you want to tunnel through reality? You do that at the start of your movement phase.
Yeah. But instead of moving with these guys, I'm going to do what you said. They're going to tunnel through reality. And land right over here, obviously. It was a hard sell, I know. These are the screening acolytes. So then 6 in the hole? Who knows? Doesn't matter. Goes. These guys will run an extra 2. So 8 inches. You content with that like that, sir?
Yep. God, this fucking tape measure sucks. Rather than going like, it gets to a foot, and then instead of going 13 after it, it goes 1. And so you're constantly having to go, and because imperial measurements are fucking dumb, I'm constantly having to add up like...
Based on 3, what is it, barley grains lined up in a row. What a unit of measurement, eh? Oh, Shem, that's really hot stuff there.
Yep. Moving his max up 3 inches.
Ooh.
Hopefully you still see them.
1 horse to each objective. Out go. Ding, 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 ding.
to here. I should be able to just go whee. I believe that's my movement.
What's the range on your cannon? 24?
24 inches.
That's obnoxious.
Holy crap, that's like the whole board.
No, it's not. They look in range to me.
Yeah, you can just hit the edge of this guy.
Yep.
I was trying to keep it away just in case you could do that. I was relying on the overgrown terrain. Didn't work out for me.
Yeah.
Yep. There's still a clear line of sight just there.
So I tried to move up like
The line of sight is from the closest point, so it goes from here. So I was like, well, it's going to go through there to get to these guys. So I can't see these guys, but you can see this guy, and this guy's just in 24 inches.
He's easily in 24. Easily in 24.
Do you need to be millimeter precise with these things?
This
For-
one, this
for
one
Al, for
specifically
sure.
is like millimeter. Like if you point to millimeter, like you 1 millimeter like wide line.
But I can see his sword, so. Okay.
Does-
But I think there were rules like that. There was some unit back in
What do
like
you have, just a
40k that
pole?
was like an Eldar. It was like a tall mech suit. So people would assemble it so he's doing like poses like this, just so he's as low as possible to take advantage of the line of sight rules.
And now they've got a specific rule in there which is called boggling for advantage, which gives
Yeah.
you massive.
Yeah, don't do
penalties.
that. Well, I think it's a dick move.
Oh, it really is.
Modeling for an advantage, yes.
Yeah, because like now we can't see you over this low wall. You can't see over the low wall, but it's a melee unit. It wants to get close, so it doesn't want to see.
Oh, is that what the range adventure does? Adventure does.
All right, what are you doing?
I can't do that. Beep boop.
God, damn. I got like a -1 to hit, but it doesn't make a difference because he doesn't have to roll to hit.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna
Are you overloading it?
kill myself. You know it. Alright, Warp Lightning Blast. Specifically, more Warp Lightning. Before I roll the dice that determines the power of the model, I declare that the crew, not pictured, and the Warlock Engineer are going to overload it. Warlock Engineers within 3 inches.
This is pretty cool.
Yeah, so instead of rolling 6 dice for when
Roll
I'm rolling my
12.
attack, I roll 12. But every one hurts me and will likely kill me. So it's all or nothing. I'm not lasting anyway.
This is the
Go
roll
on.
that's going to determine the game. Give me your
Yeah.
power roll
If I'm gonna lose, let it be
of your
On my
own
own.
volition.
on my own terms.
Hoist it on your own petard.
Come on,
6.
Snake Eye. Just one Snake
6. Oh fuck
Eye. It's a
you.
3.
Okay, I thought it was a 1.
I
Those
can
dice
take
are
it
really
as a
hard
one.
to read.
They're really not. I'd
But
say
it's still, so you roll 12 dice, and for every 3, it'll kill one of my guys.
3 or higher.
Wait. But he can only see like 2 of them.
No, but you can see the unit, and that's
Oh,
what
That's
matters.
the
He's
beauty of
attacking
it.
the
It just
Oh,
like
okay. So
hit
that's
one,
why
hit
that's
'em
a
all.
big
So
bugger.
on a 3, you could potentially whack the entire unit.
See, I saw that one unit visible and I was like, oh, yeah, you can only take one out. That's okay, that's fair enough.
No.
2, 4,
No,
6,
it's
8, 10.
there are 10 models within one unit, and you can potentially wipe the unit.
But
I'm
probably not.
hoping for 12 ones.
Knowing you, Al, you'll probably get 12 ones. You won't need
Exciting.
12 ones.
Okay, a bit of.
This will determine the game. This is why I hate this cannon.
Wait a minute.
It can win the game now, or it can lose the game now. It's going to do
I'm
one of
having-
those two things.
I'm having serious flashbacks to the game against Matt, where he's like, you get to charge first, this determines the game. And he charged first, and he didn't get to kill you, and then you won the game easily.
When was this?
It's freaking last night, when you played Matt.
That didn't happen.
That was last night, man. Fuck.
1-1. 1-1. But then
Take out the 2s.
take out the 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of my guys are dead.
Yes!
So that's game.
No,
Pretty much.
No, it's fucking not. Entire thing of cavalry. This guy can solo my entire list by himself.
6, 7.
I know that's what solo means.
I have 2 left, and they're not going to survive battle shock.
Ah, wished. You're
I don't
trying.
have any command points to roll, and they've got 8 bravery, and I've got to roll a d6.
Alright, that was 1-1. Correct? We agreed?
1-1. D3
1, 1.
damage.
D3.
1
1.
damage.
Beautiful.
That was the best possible result. Well,
Really
close
was.
to the best possible
I'm
result.
taking your perps to count it up.
Cool.
1 damage to the Warp Lightning Cannon. Self-inflicted. No elf hands have touched this technology. And now that it's the end of my shooting phase. Charge phase. Nope. Combat phase. Nope. End of combat phase. Nope. Battle shock phase. Nope.
Cool.
That's my turn. Time
Battle
to
shock
bless
phase.
myself and hope for the best.
It's the recycle phase.
Do you have a chance to pass?
They've got 6 bravery and they lost 8 models. At least 2 run away and there are only 2 left.
What are the actual battle shock rules?
You
I'm annoyingly a little more familiar with the 40k battle shock rules now than I am with our Age of Sigmar ones.
you take their bravery, in this case 6.
Yep.
Sorry, you take the number of ones that
Number of models
number
that were
of
slain.
deaths,
Yeah.
roll a d6 and add that to the number of models that were slain,
Oh, okay.
and then minus the bravery, and that's how many run away. And so I lost 8, and then my bravery is 6, so at least 2 plus 2d6. So 2 plus d6 are running away, and I only had 2 left, so they're all running away.
Good news for hordes in 40k. If you have like a horde unit of like 40, I don't know if you can get that in 40k. You lost half of them, you'd think battle shock, you'd be fucked. But apparently, if you roll a 1 always succeeds in battle shock. So even if you'd say, no matter what I roll, I lose all my models, you'd still roll the dice, and if you got a 1, it's just like an amazing. You can just say like you. Yeah, I knew this was coming.
It's the only thing I can do. And you can unbind it. I'm going to try and cast Speed of Hish with my guns.
Speed of Hish. Sounds like quirky.
Where'd my
Go on,
Speed of
trample into
Hish
death horses.
goes off on a 5.
Boo! Come on, me.
I get it with a 9. I rolled an 8 and I have +1 for being Zytrek.
Yes, I'll take you for that. I forgot what thingo you were. So I need a 10.
You need a 10.
Ah, fuck.
Reroll that one. Didn't go on the box, didn't count.
No,
9.
9.
It's close.
Shit.
They now have Speed of Hish.
More like suck of shit. Sorry. You think with all the losing I do that I'd become better at it, more gracious in defeat. Never do. But I've already beaten Matt. I took out a unit, right? He didn't beat a unit, he just took models.
He took 2 models.
Hey!
Alright, so
Yeah,
Apply.
Skaven are pretty much the hard counter to elves.
can you mark something there?
Oh, you want a 3-incher?
No. Oh, is that 3 inches?
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't think you can move closer than that to an enemy model,
Oh,
Mark.
fuck.
What's
Too
up?
late. I was going to cast a second spell, but I forgot when I started.
No, you
I
haven't just
I haven't
measured
moved.
out. You haven't moved.
Good. Alright.
I'm lenient. I'm not like you, who's like, I need every advantage.
I do
Even
need
though
every
I
advantage.
win easily
I've lost a
all
third
the
of my
time.
army. I'm going to burn my ether quartz to cast a second spell.
That's elf drugs, basically. I picture it.
Yeah.
I feel like I could cast again.
And I'm casting the one of their war scroll, Power of Hish.
Oh, that's that hurts me more. I think is how I'd put that.
That's the wrong play. It went off on a 12 unless you want me to re-roll that somewhere else.
You roll it somewhere else. That's why we got the camera.
Went off on a 10 that time.
Is that better?
10 is less than 12.
It's less than 12.
But then I have Power of Hish, so their sun metal weapons will inflict mortal wounds on 5s and 6s, not just.
Yeah, of course.
Just
God,
sixes.
God forbid you don't wipe my units.
Oh, nothing like a nice 183.
So 130 points for the camera, racing into one shot the 180 and 160 for a total of, who knows, is that math even possible? 300?
Why is so much dedicated to just those 2 units though?
Because that's how much points they were.
Because I'm able to one-shot an entire unit of his
one shooting phase took out an entire one
in
across the
one
map.
shooting phase.
That's 16
And
inches.
to be fair, he's only so incredibly more dangerous because he sniffed his drugs. So he's now a filthy addict.
6-inch movement on Light of Eltharion. He's not going to make.
So what's the drawback? Just bravery? Can I change the drawback so that it makes it
One
so you
member.
can't charge? Just this turn. You can charge next turn if you want.
I'll move the 6.
Of course you will. One shot a unit of influence.
And then move here. If I move there, does that put me in 18 of that? Yes. And 18 of him? Yes.
Yeah.
But how far is that charge? That's a 11-inch charge.
No, you'll get that. It'll be fine. I'll let you make that charge into acolytes if you promise to fail this one. Agreed? Agreed, said Al.
I
Impulsively.
will then he's not going to charge. Shooting phase. How many wounds does your
I
archer?
can't believe he can have mortal wounds. That seems too much.
How many wounds does your archwarlock have?
It had 6.
It is now on 6.
Yeah, but soon it will have less than 6.
I will. Can I even see it? I forgot that bloody terrain. No, I can see it.
Yeah, you probably can. Yay!
I use my searing bolts of light on your archwarlock.
Cool.
Searing bolts of light.
This is the roll that decides the game.
Hits on a 3,
It does D3 mortal wounds.
dealing D3 mortal wounds.
Just for free. Just by being there.
1.
Sweet. So one more than I can afford.
Then I go into the charge phase. I'll do Light of Eltharion first.
How many objective points do I have, by the way?
Oh, sorry, you got 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
We need counting dice somewhere. Some sort of convenient spin down. It's not actually spin down, that would be convenient. It's one you got to search for every number. So you're on 3.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's in camera. No. Still, it doesn't matter. You're on 3.
Yeah, boy.
Alright, I'm going to charge with Eltharion because I need 11. I didn't get it. I got a 5.
Hooray.
I will charge with my horsies.
Snake eyes, snake
They
eyes,
need a
snake
3.
eyes, snake eyes, snake eyes.
They got an 8.
That's the roll that decides the game, everybody.
How many rolls are deciding the bloody game?
I'm just making fun of the earlier one
my
when I
panic.
knew it would do nothing.
He took out a whole thing and he's still... I don't know. It seems like...
I might put him there and I might spin him sideways.
Fucking Tokyo drifted in. I like it.
Bollywood. Love it.
Alright.
Have you seen that movie where he
Combat
slides a
phase.
horse?
Yeah,
Under
he slides
Yes,
a horse on
under
the
the truck.
So good.
That is excellent.
That is
I
cool.
need more creativity like that. These guys are dead, by the way.
No, because they're not shitty little things.
Yeah, but you only need 5.
I can't use Deathly Furrows, so I don't get extra attacks.
Good.
I do get Lances at Dawn, so I get +1 to my wound roll, so now I'm hitting on 3s and 3s instead of 3s and 4s.
Mm.
So hit wound is 3s and 3s. And I have Rend 1 on my Lances now.
Yes.
So,
But
how many wounds?
I
your
ignored
guy has-
Rend because I borrowed the Light of Eltharion.
Your guy has 5 wounds. How many does the lightning cannon have?
It has straight up solid 7 wounds left.
Oof. Oof.
Alright, I'm going to put this guy, the banner bearer, into the cannon. All
Yep,
4
and
others
then-
are into the warlock.
Once he's into the cannon, he will fire it at his own channel. That's for talking shit about my horses. Let's see what's really in that armor.
So Guardian Sword first, 2 attacks,
This is the fun part for Al.
3s and 4s.
Oh god, 3s and 4s.
1 hit, 1 wound, 1 rend.
So who's that on?
That's on the general.
So on the general, 1 rend, so I need a 4-up save, and he makes it.
He does.
With a 5.
Then 1, 2, 3, 4 lance attacks.
Oh Jesus. I'll count these back later if you do them wrong.
That one does a mortal wound.
Of course it does.
And then I need 3s.
This is also on the Warlock?
None. So just the mortal wound.
Okay, I can't reach my dice. Excuse me, Headless Horseman. Oh. So that's how much? Is this like not even 2 models that have attacked?
No, that's. I've just got the who's left. I need 4s and 4s.
What's the range on this guy?
2 attacks. Oh wait, the hooves don't reach. There's 2 inch on the lances, which is why the lances reached.
Yeah, of course the lance is
So
reach.
I've only got 6 hooves into him, and then his hooves going into the thing.
Let the record show he tried to make all the hooves hit. I'm kidding.
That was the dice roll that determined.
And the hooves is just the horse. So when I said just the horse could probably kill me, I wasn't bullshitting.
That's 2 wounds with the horse.
Skaven don't have cavalry, so
2
that's
wounds,
why.
no rend. What do you got, a 4-up save?
2 wounds, no rend on the Warlock.
Yeah.
He's got a 3-up save with no rend.
What?
He's my best save unit in the game.
What? Rats don't get 3-ups. One
That's
goes
a
through.
3. So 1 wound taken. Excuse me, Headless Jim.
What's he down? Are you counting up or down?
Counting up.
So you're on 3 wounds of how many? 6.
6. So I'm almost at half health.
And then my banner dude will attack once into the cannon.
Which will probably kill it.
Hits. Wounds. 1 rend.
Is it a cannon?
It is a cannon.
This will be a 5-up. She does not make. How much damage is that?
1.
1. Alright.
And then 4 hooves.
1 for every foot.
3 of them wound. Hit.
None of them wound.
2 wound.
Ah, damn.
Needed 4s.
2 wounds.
2 wounds.
4-up save. 1
Makes
save.
1. Now it's your turn to hit back with both of them because
You got to-
Eltharion's not fighting.
You don't have a second guy to hit with.
No.
If he normally it's like you go, I go, but his guys have a special ability.
Where it's you go, I go, I go, you go, I go, I go. I get to use 2 and I go.
yeah.
Oh,
And you can see how that would be pretty
But
fucking
he wiped out
advantageous.
my other unit, so didn't you know.
Yeah. All right.
Hmm.
So first the warp lightning cannon, because it doesn't matter which one in order I do. Warp lightning cannon gets D6 attacks with teeth and knives. 5 attacks, would you believe?
Nice.
That's a big roll.
Yep, but don't worry. So I need a 5-up and then to hit and a 5-up to wound. This is not very likely. 1 hit. So think 6. Think 5 and 6. Nope.
2. Alright.
So that missed. So warp. Arch Warlock.
Position my guys so badly.
Okay, with the Storm Cage Halberd, 1 attack, 3 up, 3 up. 1 attack.
You gotta roll it in the box.
Into the box, please.
Yep.
Hits, but does it wound?
Yep.
Yes.
How much rend is
Minus
that?
2 rend.
Oh. Does not make it.
You didn't make save?
Nope.
D3 damage.
1.
1 damage.
Does he have any more melee attacks?
Yes.
I'll put it on him. I don't want to put it on him, but I'll put it on him.
That's not your Steedmaster, that's a
No.
Banner Bearer. Cool. Next.
That's what I was saying. I badly did it. I shouldn't have put the banner bearer at the end. Because
Piston Claw, 4 up, 3 up. Miss. Alright. Now what do you do?
That's it. Battle shock. No battle shock.
No battle
Calculate
shock.
points. I get 1 plus 4 for holding your objective.
How close do you have to be to it?
Most units within 6 inches.
Within 6, cool. And I don't get any
You don't
for
get
my
it
turn.
because it's my turn. So that puts me up on 5 points.
Hey, Mark. This is the roll that decides the game.
It is. No,
It's actually legit.
you wiped half my, like a third of my
I
arm.
think this will be the roll that actually decides the game.
Where do we get the double turn?
Yep.
Alright. You win ties.
Power of Sigmar compels
6.
me. Ah, fuck me.
I'm going again.
Yeah, I thought you might.
You get to move your Vermintide.
Turn 2, I told you, it is now
So you
round 2.
roll off. End of the round, we roll off.
Mm-hmm.
The winner gets to choose who goes first in this round. Shed wins ties, but I rolled a 6 and he rolled
Something like
a 3, 2.
2.
Yeah, right.
So he gets to move his Vermintide though.
Oh yeah, I do.
7 inches.
7 inches.
Only Vermintide can capture objectives.
If only. Where'd I put my measuring?
The measuring thing actually.
They're retreating.
Now is that within 3 inches?
No.
I believe it is.
Is it?
It is.
Sweet.
Which is just within 3 inches.
Generous.
See, that
Yes.
Tokyo drifter. If he just drifted a little bit further.
Nah, you're alright.
Roll 13 dice. For every 6, take a wound.
Okay, I pick that unit. 13 dice. 13 is a special number for rats. 5
It's the number of wounds he's about to deal.
is not. 5 ups are historically a good one, but 6 up, nah. Come on, 6s. How many wounds have your horses?
2 each.
So, that's easy. 2, 4, 6, 8,
9. 9
9.
wounds.
9 6s out of
Out of
13
13,
dice.
it's easy.
That happens all the time. No 6s.
No 6s.
No
That
6s.
happens less often. I would have expected at least 2 if I'd gone by math.
I mean, I'm
Probability.
really not surprised, but still disappointed.
Alright, it's going to get the spell, but the first thing these gents are going to do is cast Protection of Hish on themselves.
What does that do?
Goes off on an 8. It does nothing. Because I rolled 4.
Bugger.
Um,
No Hish protection.
Movement of 6 inches. Oh, get another command point. I can see your general.
No, he's hiding behind the horses.
Yeah, but I can see around the horse. Under the horse. I can see half your guy.
Oh yeah, prove it. What color is his cape?
Green.
Wrong. His
Brown?
cape is yellow. God, can't even see it.
He's facing away. Jeez, wait. Why am I picking up the score?
Yeah, I was on 10, you were
Yours
on
is
5.
on 2, I believe.
No, it was on 3, I think. And yours was on 0 because you actually left that objective too early. Right.
That's actually a valid point. No, because I was on it.
No, you started your turn on it. I had first turn.
Yeah, no. But at the end. Oh, no, it's determined at the end of everyone's turn. So at the end of your turn, determined I was closest yet. Otherwise, I did not think about
But you don't get points at the end of it.
No, but it still gives me ownership. I'm going to do my bullshit dart at your general.
Yeah, I do love the bullshit dart. He rolls a 6.
This time it does D3 mortal wounds.
Another 1.
Come on, 3. 3 mortal wounds.
Alright, he's dead. Come on out. Warlock to be named. You did your best. Tried so hard, got so far, but in the end,
It
how it
mattered.
goes.
Then I will try and charge with my general into your acolytes.
Yep, and fail. Into the box, please.
How close are these guys? Shit. You have 2 guys within 6 there as well, which is kind of annoying. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 guys within 6.
Yeah, boy.
So I have to effectively wipe both units to take it.
But how can you do it?
How can I do it? especially with the charge roll of 7.
Let the camera show that he did not roll into the box.
7.
Legit 7. Nice one. Yeah, Fate wants you to win. I don't know why. Fate should be sick of you winning by now.
Alright. I'll go there.
Curse you, Fate.
Charges are done. I'll pile in an attack.
Much like my presence in the game, I think the charges are done. Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz?
My general is going to crack the command ability. He doesn't need to, but I've got points.
Why not?
All out attack, I can re-roll hit rolls of 1. So now he's hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s.
It's cool. Sounds fair.
And he will also crack all out defense. Saving on 3s, re-rolling 1s.
Alright.
So that's both my
So
command
that's
points.
all your command points going.
Pile in, he'll pile in 3 inches. To drag them into combat as well.
Cool.
A charge, you don't have any heroes in 3 inches, so the Selenari Blade doesn't do anything. Fang Sword of Eltharion, I can add to wounds. Alright, the Selenari Blade is going into them. The
So-
Fang Sword of Eltharion is going to them.
Alright.
Cool. So the Fang Sword of Eltharion first has 4 attacks.
Jeez.
Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. A hit roll of 6 from Supreme Swordsman inflicts 2 hits instead of 1. So that's 4 hits. Wounding on 3s. 3 wounds. Neg 3 rend.
Cool.
D3 damage.
Alright.
Wait,
Which unit are you targeting?
this one took 6 wounds.
Cool.
They're metal, they seem heavy.
They are metal, yes.
Oof. Paid more for them, hey?
Oh, I got these from China. Cough, cough. Yeah.
Legit ones.
Legit ones.
Yeah.
And then
I'm not paying 30 each for them. Yeah, that's what I was seeing on the official web store.
You better
So
get
I
at
got
least like
5 for 30 instead.
Right, Selenari Blade
10 nights
is...
of game out of that at least. That's ridiculous.
They aren't worth it. None of them have gotten to throw a globe yet. They've been killed before they got to actually shoot.
So
Every time. Well, in like 3 games.
2 attacks, 2s and 3s.
Yeah.
2 hits. 1, no wounds. And that's me done. No, I've got my horsies.
Yeah, the horses have to kill the cannon, remember?
I do believe he said, no, that's me done.
That's me done with him. That's me done! It was a general. I was role-playing, Mark. Jeez.
Oh, okay.
So you cast protection, not power, correct?
I didn't cast anything. It didn't go off.
Oh, yeah, it didn't go off.
I rolled like a 3 or something. Guardian Sword, 2 attacks.
What about that house rule where they take a mortal wound for having taken drugs? Because drugs
Drugs are
are
bad. No hits with the Guardian
I
Sword.
might have a chance if he just doesn't hit me at all.
Lancers do 2 mortal wounds.
Oh, that's not ideal.
And then 2 hits. 1 for 1 wound, no rend.
Alright. So, wait.
I didn't have the +1 to wound because I didn't charge this turn.
So what have you done?
1 wound, no rend, and 2 mortal wounds.
1 wound, no rend, 2 mortal wounds.
So it's 3
Three.
wounds.
Overall, brings me up to 6, so I've got 2 wounds left. For
And I
your...
have 5 horses. 2, 4, 6.
Come on,
8,
horses! Have
10,
shitty rolls,
10
please.
dashing hooves. They're
Come on,
dashing
horses.
hooves.
Fuck it up, horses.
What do I need? 4s. That's a miss. That's a miss. Everything else is good.
Don't like that. And then a 6 up to wound.
4s to wound.
1,
1, 2, 3.
3. Will I just re-roll these?
Sure.
Since they're already rolling high, maybe they'll roll high for me. What's the rend?
No rend.
No rend. So 4 up, 3 4s,
You
please.
just make 2 of them.
You already did 4s. Just do them again, please.
Made 1 of them.
Made 1 of them, which is exactly enough to make your damage exactly enough to kill you. It's because I didn't have the banner bearer on it. I can tell.
Alright, that is your turn for combat. Your acolytes.
Well, that was your turn for combat. Now it's my turn for combat.
Yep.
And now you'll see why the acolytes are feared across the realm.
Feared by disembodied armor across the world.
There's nothing so dangerous to a non-corporeal suit of armor than poisonous gas.
Yeah.
Take that. I guess
Breathe that
you
out.
might rust eventually. Can you pile them in a suitable fashion, please?
Ooh, yeah.
Thank you.
Get around and... I
A
like the
true
floor
mark of a
movement.
gentleman is someone who will pile in your units for you.
And make
Alright,
them look
so they've
reasonable.
got rusty knives
Rustiest.
yet to be added. They're a little shinier
They
than they're
might do
going to
some
be.
carbon corrosion on my,
Maybe.
my armor.
The
Carbon
only,
scoring?
the only thing, I'm probably more in danger of actually sharpening them in trying to attack you.
Oh, jeez.
So it'll be, there's 5 of them, so 5 attacks, 5 to wound, 5 to hit, 5 to wound. All the 5s. 5 used to be my favorite number until right now. To hit, I get 1. That sounds familiar. And then to wound, I get
You got
1. But to save, he's got a good save.
1, which I get to reroll.
Reroll because you're.
5, he saved it.
What
Oh,
are the chances?
That guy's just fucking.
Alright, so
No.
now you've got another 4 points.
I get another 5 points.
Oh, 5 points because you
Takes me to 10,
have that objective. Not that it matters, you have enough from just what you have anyway.
and it's your turn.
My turn. Hero phase. I'll cry and weep.
A valid choice.
Movement phase.
No,
I'll
Yes.
wet myself.
I was going to say you can't move because you're in combat.
Yeah.
Fall back.
No, fuck that.
Fall back to the Gnaw hole. Just have your army just dive into the Gnaw hole. Go home!
Poison globes time. So I'll have 5 attacks. That units. Now your command ability, is that still in effect during my turn?
It was only for that combat round.
Okay. And I can't use any command abilities on account of my general being dead?
That is correct.
Alright, so this is 4-4. Come on, a bit of luck for a change. 2 out of 5.
That's 100% better than last time.
It really is. Need 4 to wound, 2 wound. 2
Deal
saved.
1 wound.
Or do I? So 1 went through.
1 went through.
D3 damage, 1 wound. You're right.
1 damage.
Alright.
You got
Card
this.
trays, blah. Alright, into combat. I get to go first. 5s. 5, 5, 5. 1. Ooh, hits. Saved.
He fights back.
Yep, and kills them.
Not necessarily.
This is falling in line with my exact prediction, by the way.
1 hit, no wounds.
No wounds. Cool.
Fang sword.
No hits.
1 hit, but it's a 6, so that does 2 hits.
Yep.
I rolled 3 1s. I needed a 2 up, and I rolled 3 1s.
That's pretty funny.
Oh my god.
Even funnier if you don't wound.
1 wound.
Damn it. What's the round?
3.
Okay.
Wait. 3 die.
Okay, cool.
Oh my gosh. Wow, that fucking hero is just like...
Was that I said not in jest, but entirely truthfully, that he could solo my entire army?
That pretty much just happened just then.
Right, battle shock.
Nothing.
I
Battle
lost
shock.
3 units.
Three
They have the
rolls.
bravery of, would you believe, 10?
I would believe 4.
You've done your reading, sir. So what do I need? What's my magic number?
So you lost
Lost
3
3 models.
So if you roll a 1, you'll break even for everything. So you'll lose d6 minus 1. So if you roll a d6 and then take 1
Yes.
of it, that makes you a 4 bravery.
Okay.
So you lose d6 minus 1. So roll your d6 and then take 1 away, and that's how you run away.
Oh, okay. So I need to roll
You need to roll a 1.
a 1. And I roll a 6.
See you later.
Bye!
Fuck that off.
Right, into the gnaw and out.
Before they realise these gnaw holes are one way.
Turns out the warlock survived. He was defeated, but he lived. And that's what I'm going to say in the battle plan, at least.
The warlock survives
Yipers.
as he's fighting off horses and these searing darts of light just...
He was beaten with hooves. No, right, that was the... Yeah, you lanced him. You can't tell when he's like, you know, how many feet is an inch to them. It's like 10 feet away or so. Like, yeah, I think I got him.
I think you got
Just trample him under mud.
I
And
think I got
bits,
him.
and
I
bits
think
of
I got
warp
him.
lightning cannon. So once you leave the battlefield, he's just going to get up and scurry flee into the gnaw hole.
Alright, yeah, so that's a major victory for me.
Yes. What a surprise.
Came back from pretty much...
What did I say? Turn 2,
What?
done. And what are we? Turn 2 done. He's unbeatable. Our only hope is
More lightning cannons.
some chaos, Corn and Nurgle.
Once Sam gets his bloodthirster out, game's over.
Yeah, I do think I need more lightning cannons and storm fiends that probably help as well. Just more runes. Your horses don't seem to like individual units.
My horses don't like anything
I was,
that...
they actually, my guys survived a bit longer there than I thought as individuals.
If they were, like... My horses could probably have taken the 2 acolytes in one go.
Oh, easily.
Because they would have had, instead of 5 attacks, they would have had 15
That's why I
attacks
switched
with
them over there. When you set up your horses there, I set up one here knowing that my next, he would have to set up horses before I set up my last acolytes. So when he committed horses to a side, I was like, okay, Vermintide's going to go down to try and shield there.
I think your mistake
And
was teleporting
playing
your
at all.
acolytes from there to here. These acolytes should have made a line across in front of your warp lightning cannon, so that I couldn't get to the warp lightning cannon turn 1.
Then they'd die and I wouldn't get objectives. And you,
But then your warp lightning cannon would just go, oh, horses, and done the same thing to my horses that you did to my wardens.
probably not. It was just as likely to kill itself. I think you overvalue in a way the warp lightning cannon.
How overvalued? You wiped out.
Yeah, because I got lucky with rolls.
You're always lucky with rolls.
I'm not. I had. Wait, what are the chances of missing? Like a 5. Needing a 5 up is what, a 30% chance or so? 33% chance on a d6? Then rolling 5 and then consistently getting 1 or 2 at best? That's below average every time.
I had 4 attacks. I needed 2s, and I rolled 3 1s.
Yeah, but the difference is you deserve bad luck. You always win. I should have stopped the recording before I said that.
Before you started getting salty.
Start again salty. I was salty before we started. Turn 2 I said, and I was right.